Hi, this is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, and in this video I'll show you how to transfer from Android to iOS in 2021. It doesn't have to be this exact Asus, it could very well be a Samsung, or it could also be a Sony or a OnePlus or an Oppo or whatever else phone you got. Just as long as it's on Android, you can switch to iPhone, and I am showing you how to do this in this video. So the first thing I've done, and that's a thing you always have to do, you just have, when you have a Google and Android phone, you gotta back everything up to the drive, because then you're sure you have a copy of whatever you got on your phone on the drive. So even if you are disappointed of your iOS experience, you can still just go back to your old Android phone and buy a new phone, and it'll get on this one and it'll work probably as fine as you know it. I like it. And I have already done this. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to download a program called Move from Android to your Android device. So I've installed it on this phone, and I have my new iPhone mini ready here to use. And the third thing I gotta do, I shut it off, and I've taken out my SIM card tray, and I've take out my SIM card, of course, which I will now put into my iPhone. Okay, so that's how far we got now. And now for some tea. There's the Norwegian European Song Contest live on television right now as I'm recording this. Okay, so I have put my SIM card in the iPhone, and I have now turned on my Android device yet again. And now I will go into the Move from Android app. This one, you'll see it on the right, very top of this screen. Yeah. And you have to continue, and you have to agree on all of the. Do you want to give access to iOS to move all your contacts? And of course you gotta give access to that, yeah. You want to give access to your calendar? Yes. Will you allow iOS access to all your pictures, media, and files on your unit? I would actually rather not, because I would like to have a somewhat clean install. I think I'll actually say no to this. This may cause much trouble later on. Would you allow Move to iOS to give clearance to send and switch SMS messages? Yeah, of course. Okay. And now of course it complains because I also wanted to have access to to all the data you want. So we'll just see what data I would like it to move. I don't know what it's complaining about actually. Now find your code. And this is, I'll come to this part, and now I have to find my code in the setup of the iPhone. I'll just fast forward this bit. I'll choose my language. It installs my language, which is Danish, of course. Have a cup of tea to the Norwegian European Song Contest. This is someone called Ray Lee. It's a song called Hero. The fun thing is that she can't see right now, right? But she looks amazing when she's not in her dress, all dressed up to do the show. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just gonna read this to myself. Right, now we are at this very important point, because now I'm awaiting the code from the Android device, and now I have these 5 bullets to choose from the iPhone, and I can choose the second from the button is move data from Android, and I will choose that. If you got an Android phone or tablet, you can transfer all your photos, messages to this iPhone. Yeah, I really want to do that. And I just press continue, and now I get the serial number, which I can plug in to my Android phone. Yee! And now it says move to iOS, and I'll say okay, continue. I will now be looking forward to a miserable life or a very happy life as an iPhone user. But as I hinted in the start, I have not used an iPhone for 5 years. My last iPhone only had lasted me 14 days, and it was the iPhone 6s Plus, the big version then. Okay. So now it asks me what data do I want to transfer to my iOS device. I want to transfer my Google account, my messages, and my camera roll. I do not want to transfer my camera roll. Is that the only thing I get over? My Google account and my messages? That is not much. 3 minutes it says. That is just like, well, she won. The girl with the ugly dress but the very beautiful looks in real life, she won the Eurovision on the Norwegian television. Damn it, that's so very sweet. Hello, it says. What does it say? Hello. Okay, time left 5 minutes. We'll make a cut here. Ta-da! Transfer complete. So now it has transferred all my information, or the chosen information from Android phone to the iPhone. So now the one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my iPhone, and then I'll show you one last trick at the very end you gotta do. So right now I've come to this allow apps from your Android unit via the App Store to be installed, all my free apps from the Android phone. And I of course will allow this, as it would be, stupid not to. I just want to say another thing, because now I've set up this phone and so far it's been relatively easy. I would say, yeah, it's been a good experience this far. Let's say add apps. Now I think we'll come into some problems. Okay, so a quick update. What has happened is that I installed this iPhone and I followed along the tutorial as I'm actually giving you right now. But what happened was that because I chose to make a completely new Apple ID, it disregarded the transfer of all my apps from my old phone. So everything was actually set up pretty okay, besides my SMS being 1 year old. I don't know why, but it didn't transfer all my apps. And because I have quite a lot of apps on this phone, I'm not gonna do it manually. I will do this process all over again. Look at that hill climb racing, if you can see it. But the great news is that now it's actually also downloading my apps. Woohoo! Second time around. Because I didn't have the iCloud, because I chose to make a new iCloud identity, well, it didn't give me the chance to update all the apps, but it works now. So that's a fault you may not be able to. I certainly could look it up on YouTube, but this video will show you that, right? So now you know. You just have to make the complete maneuver all over again, unfortunately. Unfortunato. And now you can see all of my apps have been transferred from my Android device to my new iOS device. Even all the Google apps. So I'm looking forward to see how they work on this iPhone. And now, as you can tell, not by this old guy, but the new phone here, you can see all of my apps have been transferred too. There was a little but, because now that all of my transfers succeeded in getting over perfectly, then all of a sudden none of my contacts or my calendar appointments transferred over. So I had to go into settings and then contacts and then accounts. And then I chose the Gmail. And my Gmail connected account. And then when I did the login plus the verification on my email, then my contacts and my calendar came over. So I'm done, I would say. And now I just have endless days and hours of tweaking to do with this phone. The first thing that came into mind when I was doing this, by the way, I want to show you this fun fact. I haven't shown you this yet. I just want to show you this because this always reminds me of Police Squad. It says you can hand in your old Android device to any Apple store for free. Okay, so I can hand in my Asus ZenFone 6 that I've used as my primary camera phone for a year for free. Okay, I'm so happy. But I will be doing a comparison between these two guys of cameras and sorts, so look forward to this. This is Brian from Denmark, your tech friend, with this special little update. I'll be coming also with 2 more of these guys, so if you haven't seen them, I'm just going to show some more tips around the iPhone and the move from Android to iOS. Let's just try and restart this phone.
Okay, jeg fandt det her.
Turn off.
Det er jeg ikke sikker på, jeg forstår.
Sluk telefonen. Sluk telefonen.
Det kan jeg ikke.
Hvordan kan jeg så... Hvordan kan jeg slukke min iPhone?
Interessant spørgsmål.
Okay, so I asked how can I turn off my iPhone, because right now I can't turn it off because I wanted to turn it off to see it when it started up again. if it would allow me to continue the finalize the process of installing my Android apps. But right now I can't turn off my iPhone. I knew there would be problems.
Hejsa.
And because I've chosen like Danish, it doesn't understand a word of English. Because my Android phone switches between English and Danish without any problems. And now the end is near, so I face